Hello everyone, my name is Abir Salahuddin and today I'll be talking about Burkini restrictions in Lebanon. It wasn't a crime, it wasn't a threat, it wasn't dangerous. It was simply a Burkini, and somehow it was enough to spark a national debate. A Burkini is modest swimwear specifically designed for swimming. It is worn by many Muslim women, but also by women who simply prefer more coverage. According to Lorient Le Jour by Douairi 2023, some private beach resorts in Lebanon have reportedly denied entry to women wearing burkinis, even though there is no law that bans them. This debate extends far beyond swimwear. It raises broader questions about discrimination, freedom of choice, exclusions, and expression. Today, I believe that the Lebanese Ministry of Tourism should adopt laws and guidelines that prevent discrimination towards women wearing burkinis. So, why does this problem exist? One major reason is the lack of national guidelines regarding dress code policies among private resorts. This allows these resorts to impose their own internal policies, which may disregard women's freedom of choice. In addition, there are no objective national criteria that define what is considered acceptable and what is considered non-acceptable swimwear. According to Abiramia in 2017, resort owners and managers have the right to establish their own dress code policies. Khazan also explained in 2017 that many businesses seek to maintain a certain image or attract a specific clientele. However, having no clear policies until now also shows the indirect role of the Ministry of Tourism in allowing this issue to continue. Public discussions have increasingly escalated and shifted this debate toward political and ideological disagreements instead of focusing on equality, rights, and inclusivity. The effects of this problem are also very significant. Even though there is no Lebanese law regarding beach dress codes, Article 7 of the Lebanese Constitution states that all Lebanese are equal before the law. Therefore, a woman wearing modest swimwear should have the same right as a woman wearing ordinary swimsuit. The right to enter a beach without feeling excluded is also one of the major rights that women should have. This results in unequal access to recreational spaces. My own sister experienced this when she went with her friends to the military club in Jounieh and later discovered that she was not allowed to swim because she was wearing a burkini. This issue may also negatively impact Lebanon's tourism sector. International visitors may be discouraged from visiting Lebanon because of highly publicized dress code controversies around social media. And instead, they may choose destinations where they feel more welcomed and respected. Finally, incidents like these contradict Lebanon's image as a country known for its religious and cultural diversity. Allowing policies that exclude certain groups creates inconsistency with the values of diversity that Lebanon often promotes. So, what can we do? Several incidents have already been highlighted through social media and news. Yet, no meaningful action has been taken to solve this issue. According to WePortal in 2017, this debate has existed for years. More recently, Talib reported in 2023 that controversies in Saida and Damour sparked widespread public discussion, yet no comprehensive national policies was introduced by the Ministry of Tourism. As a result, private resorts are continuing to implement whatever policies they choose. I believe the Ministry of Tourism should establish national guidelines regarding swimwear policies in order to reduce subjective and religious interpretations. As Farfour also mentioned in 2017, adopting objective standards can help create greater consistency. These guidelines should also be applied equally across all tourism establishments in Lebanon in order to reduce discrimination and exclusion. At the same time, protecting both businesses and visitors is of equal importance. That's why I believe Lebanon should adopt an inclusive tourism policy that includes an official complaint form where people can report incidents of discrimination. This would leave room for continuous improvement and protect individuals' freedom while strengthening Lebanon's reputation as an inclusive tourism destination. In conclusion, the real issue has never been about swimwear. It is about who gets to decide whether someone belongs or whether they don't belong. It's about limiting a woman's freedom of choice simply because she decides to cover up instead of showing up. Adopting laws and guidelines that balance the right of private resorts while keeping the rights of visitors to be treated fairly is one of the core responsibilities of the Ministry of Tourism. Implementing national guidelines can lead to fairer treatment for visitors, fewer public disputes, and a stronger image for the Lebanese tourism. So today, I ask the Lebanese Ministry of Tourism not to choose between bikinis or burkinis, not to choose between if a woman decides to cover or a woman decides to show. I ask it to choose fairness and equality. Because in a country built on diversity, no woman should ever have to choose between her beliefs and her rights to enjoy the sea. Thank you.